Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, Elon, back on the cam, doing the doggone thing. And today I sound a little congested. I really, at this point, don't know if it's my allergies or if I'm just getting a cold because the weather is kind of switching up. I might have got sick from one of my little cousins because I just recently babysat, but whatever. That's not what I'm on here to talk about. Today's video is negative influences. Okay, it's about negative influences, and this can go for anything. Our society and our generation, my generation, that's coming up right now, is so everything, our views and everything is so misconstrued, and it's just led by evil. It's so crazy, y'all. Like, and nobody really sits and think, why is there so much violence in the world right now? Why is, there's so much black on black crime? Why is there so much police brutality? Why is there so many, so many people being addicted to Xans or addicted to drugs and Percocets and doing the drinking lean and stuff like that? Why are so many people obsessed with clothing, brand names? Why are so many people obsessed with a life of luxury? And a lot of the reasons why a lot of people are so into all of this stuff is not because you as a person woke up and be like, oh, I wanted this. It's because of those influences around you. Now, those influences can be TV, it can be music, it can be the food you eat, just the people you're around, your environment. And we were taught we are a product of our environment and what we are being fed and subjected to on a daily basis growing up. And that pretty much shapes how we're going to be getting older. Not only that, but how your family is and stuff like that. But today's day and age, we have a lot of negative influences, and they're purposely, influencing us negatively because they want to see our downfall. They want to see, this world flipped upside down. One of the negative influences that is really a big one is music. Really, the music you listen to influences you whether you know it or not. And I listen to everybody who talks about they want to be a rapper today, and it's not rap. Like, rap is no longer rap. Artists are no longer making arts. Literally everybody just trying to paint an image of themselves that they don't even fit into. Like, you don't even live this life for real. So you got these young men, listening to these artists or whatever, listening to like Pop Smoke or G Herbo or all these other people, Chief Keef, whoever. You got the women listening to the Cardi B's and the let's not say that I don't be listening to no Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion, but it's like these people have an influence on us. What does Meg rap about? Sex. She raps about, twerking all the time. What does Cardi rap about? Same thing. Like, it's an influence. And the reason why these people are so high up on the charts and stuff is because they get paid to negatively influence the masses, okay? That's how this works. The music that you listen to, majority of the music that you listen to, hip hop, pop, rap, whatever, is played in 440 hertz. And that influences you negatively. That frequency pretty much changes your mind to be more susceptible to, doing negative things and being easily influenced by these negative people and doing these things that these people are rapping about in their music. So you got a song that comes out about sex, drugs, money, all this other stuff, killing people dead in the streets. And then you hear all these kids bumping these songs and stuff like that. And then they go and think it's okay to do this stuff because this is what we are being influenced by. We are being influenced by this negative music that they're feeding us constantly. And it is an agenda. A lot of people, oh, we love the music. It's just turning up to. Don't nobody be influenced by it. Really? You're not influenced by it, but you sitting here twerking to Megan Thee Stallion. You're sitting here twerking to Cardi B. You're sitting here, letting these men treat you any type of way, thinking you're easy because this is what you see from these people that you look up to, these icons that you look up to, who really don't even have your best interest at heart. They get paid to influence y'all. That's why they're called influencers. And not only is it the artist, but it's also YouTubers. They get paid. They get paid to show you this lifestyle and make you feel like you have to live up to this lifestyle of luxury and owning this many cars and, you know, owning this and that, owning a big house and stuff like that. When in actuality, you don't need none of that. And behind closed doors, these people is renting, child. These people is renting this stuff. These people are leasing that stuff. They not sitting here buying that stuff. They don't have the money for this stuff for real. Y'all really sitting here thinking that these artists is out here, like they say in their music, shooting and killing people on a daily basis. Y'all really think they sitting up here going to jail left and right. No, that's not it. That is not how it works. The music industry, what a lot of people don't understand, is literally it's like a freaking ball game, man. These people get paid a buku amount of money to negatively influence the masses, and if they don't follow that certain agenda of putting negativity out, you know, doing drugs, or you know, just like living a negative life, and you know, living a life of luxury, and you gotta have this, you gotta have that, or you ain't nothing, you know. They're basically being paid to make you feel worthless if you don't have all of this stuff, or if you're not doing all of this stuff. So that's why everybody walking around, not everybody, that's why all of these boys, young boys, walking around with their pants sagging, because they think it's cool, they think it's trendy, but really that's where that comes from. Y'all don't wanna know where that comes from. I just did my research on it, and literally when you sag your pants, it's called buck breaking, and that is something that was practiced way back in slave times. And it's pretty much, the basis of it was, if a male slave tried to act out, or was acting out, he would be humiliated by, you know, they would strip him naked of his clothes, make him bend over a tree stump, or, you know, on the ground. They'll tie him down, spread his legs literally, and they would sodomize this man. It would be sodomy, pretty much. In other words, men, homosexual white men, slave masters, would rape the black male. Okay, that's buck breaking. That's where sagging your pants comes from. They want you to pull down your pants. They want you to show your butt, thinking it's a trendy fashion statement. And most people, it came from jail. Okay, and in jail, what do? In jail, what do a lot of men, not a lot of men in jail, but what do, when somebody's sagging their pants in jail, what does that signify? Okay, what happens in jail to a lot of men that they don't like to talk about? It's a lot of stuff that goes in there, because you got the male ward and you have the female ward, right? Female ward, you ain't got no men in there. Male ward, you don't have any females in there. So you have to make do with what you have, okay? And I'm not trying to go into too much detail about stuff, because I don't want to be, you know, just blah, blah, you know, not being uncensored about what I say. But pretty much, like, it's all a form of influence to get you to do these things that you don't even know what's the meaning behind them is. So all of these people out here sagging their pants, all these men out here sagging their pants, showing their nasty drawers, thinking it's okay. It's not okay, because if you knew the meaning behind that, and you knew that was a tactic that they used in order to make the black man feel less than and emasculate the black man, you wouldn't be doing that. You really wouldn't. But that goes to show how negatively influenced we are by the music and the artists that we see. We look up to these people who worship Lucy. Come on now. And they rap about it blatantly. And a lot of people, that's another problem, the influence of the music. A lot of people listen to music for the beats or the vibes that they get. Oh, this music make me want to turn up, make me want to kill somebody. Why? It's the frequency that is being played on, literally. And y'all not listening to the words that they say, and they're literally ministering to your soul. They're speaking these evils onto you. Every time you play this music, they are inviting these demons into your house, inviting these negative energies into your house. It's like a ritual. It's like a ritual. And a lot of people don't understand this, but the music that you listen to influences your mind, your subconscious mind. Why do you have so many negative thoughts? Why do you think so badly of black people? Why do you feel so negatively about yourself? Why do you as a woman feel you have to go get plastic surgery? Why do you as a woman feel you have to show your body in order to be accepted? Why do you as a woman feel that it is okay to be, showing your ass to everybody? It's the music you listen to. It's the people that you look up to who get paid to influence you in this negative light. If you are not pushing the negativity, you is not going to make it to the top. You're not. It's just that simple. And not only is it these artists that's pushing that negative agenda, making this music for the devil or whatever, further influencing the masses with their negative imagery, pretty much, in their negative lyricism. It's also YouTubers, like I was saying. You see these YouTubers doing vlogs, these couples channels and stuff. They get paid to do this. Again, it's kind of like a cult or whatever you want to call it. They get paid to paint these images. I'm not saying everybody, okay? Not everybody on YouTube is, out to get you or influence you negatively. There's some people who really do have your best interests at heart. But a lot of these YouTubers get paid to create controversy. They get paid to stage certain things to make it look like, oh, this is happening or this is happening, in order to keep them up in the ranks, pretty much. But to keep you down on the freaking totem pole. You feel me? In the pyramid, they want to keep you on the lowest of the lowest levels. So that's why you as a person, you as a human being, you as a spiritual being, have to protect your spirit, your soul, from all of those negative influences. And yes, we've been fed this stuff for a long, long time. And from, back in the day to now, you can tell there's a huge difference in consciousness. You can tell there's a huge difference in who knows how to think for themselves versus who's allowing other people to think for them. So I'm really saying all of this to say there's a lot of negative influences in your life. And if you don't wake up and realize that a lot of these people that you look up to don't have your best interest at heart, then that's when you start to fall into that hole, pretty much, of becoming negative yourself. They want to keep you, their purpose is to keep you at a low vibration, because if everybody has a high vibration, everybody wakes up and realize, oh, this world ain't what it seems. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on behind the scenes. Once everybody wakes up and realizes that from being on the high vibration, then that's when we start to change stuff for the better. Mugs start to meditate and, heal the world, heal the people inside of it. And that's when the demons of this world, the devils of this world, can no longer run the scenes. They can no longer run the play, pretty much, because when the audience is becoming awake to the play that is being unfolded right in front of them on the stage, and they know what's happening and they know what's going on as it unfolds, that's when we can start to, shape and change things. And that's what they don't want. They don't want our communities to be better, black communities. That's why we live in the ghettos, as they like to call it. We literally live in the ghettos. Why is it that in every black community, there's always a liquor store on every single corner? There's always, a gun shop somewhere in the distance. There's always a way for you to get to something that is going to kill you. It may be short term or long term, but they make it that way. They don't want these mayors and these governors and stuff getting into office, changing around things. They don't want them, tearing down old vacant houses and building up, the cities, and stuff like that. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want the world in the most negative state, the most lowest vibration, because that's what they feed off of. Because when you're constantly in a low vibration, you're constantly at fear, you're constantly in anger, when you're constantly feeling negative emotions towards not only your own people but yourself, that's when they have the most control over you, the most negative influence. So I'm saying all this to say, check the stuff that you listen to, check the stuff that you watch, check the people that you look up to, check them influences. Because most of y'all, and I be saying this, most of them freaking artists, the stuff they rap about, they never did a day in their life. They get paid to rap about the BS. Literally, the Boondocks. The Boondocks told us this, y'all. When what was his name? Thuggalicious or something. And he was like, I thought you had a jet. I thought you had this. I thought you was this type of, And nah, man, that stuff was rented.
How you gonna drop the gun, Gangsta-licious? That is not gangster. That's very not gangster. Man, I can't believe this. You a fraud.
Oh, I'm a fraud? You scared too?
I'm 8.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'm a fraud. I'm just an average, normal dude. I don't want to do this stupid shit no more. I'm tired of getting shot. Help. Oh, God, where are we gonna go?
To the airport. You got your jet there, right?
What jet?
The G4, the one in the Bitch I'm Fly video.
We rented that jet.
Oh, unbelievable, man. You broke, too?
Literally, that's all of these artists. They do not be living life. Literally, they're under control of the devil. They sign their soul. They sign their soul away. They sign their life away to these other worldly beings. So make sure that you are listening to the right stuff, listening to the right people who are trying to enlighten you and raise your vibration. Make sure you're eating the right foods, because foods can have a negative influence on you as well. If you're eating a lot of red meat and you feel your energy is always low, you feel like you just don't have no life to you, you're always sad and depressed, check what you eat. You need to start eating more lively foods, more happy foods, more plants, more greens, more colors, okay? And not dead things, because that makes you act as if you are dead, moves as if you are in a negative light. And definitely check what you're eating. Check what you are watching on TV. Check what the people around you are watching on TV. Yeah, check the food that you eat. And a lot of people, I can never give up eating meat. I can never. You need meat. Who told you this? Who told you that you need to eat dead flesh to stay alive? That's crazy. That's crazy. Nobody sits there and thinks about it. And I refer to meat as dead flesh. And people, why you call it that? Because that's what it is. You're literally eating a dead animal. That's just that. Like, you wouldn't sit here and eat a dead person. Well, maybe if you do, if you a cannibal, shit, stay away from me. That's all I gotta say. But you allow these people to sit here and tell you what's good for you, what you should be doing, what you should not be consuming, and what you should be, when these are the same people who spray chemicals in your air 24/7. These are the same people who freaking put GMOs in your food, who modify your fruits and vegetables, who just create all this GMO stuff in the lab for you to consume. They're making you GMO and you don't even care. Like, a lot of the meats that y'all eat ain't even meat, but we ain't even gonna talk about that. A lot of food that you consume has a lot to deal with your vibration. So you're eating dead flesh. You don't know how that animal lived before they died. You are what you eat. You are what you consume. And whatever energy that meat is holding, you consume that energy. You get that energy. Same thing as from vegetables, okay? Vegetables, fruits, things that grow out of the ground. When you consume those, you feel light, you feel life, you feel more informative, you get energy from the sun. Okay, you're getting energy and information from not only the sun but the earth itself, because that stuff has grown out of the earth. Now when you're eating meat, before that animal died, it was in fear, right? It was in fear before it died. It was angry before it died. It was sad before it died. You don't freaking know, because they kill these animals so ruthless before they die, right? And that's the purpose. It's kind of like if y'all know about adrenochrome harvesting. it's kind of like, in order to get the most out of the adrenochrome, whoever's drinking it, and this, do y'all research, okay? This shit is weird, but in order to get the most out of it, the person you're extracting it from has to be in fear, right? So that's it's the same thing with this meat. If they have these, the purpose is to have you in fear at all times, have you easily controlled and stuff like that. So with this meat, this low vibrational meat, the sad, angry, mad meat, or whatever that you're consuming, because you're consuming this dead flesh of this animal, you're consuming that energy, those memories, that life that they had before they died, then you become that. And a lot of people, when they eat a lot of meat, I feel heavy. I need to go to sleep. I don't. And your mood just changes like that. Why is that? It's simply because what you are eating is not of a high vibration. It's of a low vibration. It's dead. You don't get no vibrations from that. That's dead energy that you're receiving. So if you find yourself always in a negative headspace, check what you're eating. Check what you're listening to. Check the people that you let around you, because whether you know it or not, a lot of people around you can be demons trying to bring you down. And check all the negative influences in your life. The music that you listen to, the people that you listen to get paid to spread BS. They get paid to spread propaganda. Same with the news. Stop listening to the news. The news gets paid to constantly pump and instill fear into your mind as a person. That is why coronavirus took off like it did, okay? Peace, y'all. I'm done talking. Do your research. I love y'all, and stay up.